Cavs had 64 wins this season, which is tied for the third most wins in the season for a team that didn't advance past the second round of the playoffs. Also had the Coach of the Year, Kenny Atkinson. Should the Cavs run it back next season or look to make some moves to strengthen the roster?
I think they should run it back. I mean, I think just injury. I mean, I think if they was fully healthy, they really would have a chance. Losing Darius Garland with the toe, Evan Mobley.
Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year.
Jared Allen.
Highest scoring team in the regular season.
I don't think they're front runners and stuff like that, but I just think injury. I mean, happens to a lot of teams every year in the playoffs. So when you don't have, Donovan Mitchell's out there playing without 3 All-Stars, I mean, how are you going to win?
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I mean,
What is the other way, Gil?
You can look at your team and say, yeah, we had a great regular season. We was a great team. We sacrificed Coach of the Year. And then, we're going to run it back the same. Or you can be smart and really say, we was good, but we wasn't championship good. We was Eastern Conference Finals good, but we wasn't championship good. So let's get a little bit better. Let's upgrade some of these pieces. Dude, the worst thing to do is to think this team was going to win a championship, go into the summer, and then don't bring nobody in.
So you say even if they did win a chip,
they wasn't winning no chip.
But
how can you say that?
They wasn't winning no chip. They wasn't chip ready yet.
But getting there, you don't think they would have been able to get there like fully healthy?
Don't know.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I'm not going to look at the team.
You got guys that didn't even come out and try and play in game 2.
I'm not going to look at my roster and say, we're going to run this. But no, I'm going to.
You already said?
I'm going to upgrade.
You said what?
You didn't even try.
For what game?
Game 2. Hunter, Mobley. You don't even suit up. We lost game 1.
It might be.
But you played the next game. No, that don't work, man, in this. You ain't even try. Like, go out fucking warm up, then tell me, listen, man, I ain't got it. Give me a shot of fucking Toradol. It's the playoffs. Game 2, we lost game 1 at home. That shit mean, like, when I saw both of them dudes one playing, man, I'm like, oh, they ain't gonna beat nobody. The mentality. You got to respect Darius Garland, man. We down, man. I'm going to go out and try. My toe is fucked up. I'm going to try. He out there, bitch, limping around. You can visibly see. I didn't see no signs of Evan Mobley being labored. I didn't see no signs of DeAndre Hunter being labored. Game 3 and 4. I didn't see that game 4.
Follow through on the push.
Right? He looked fine. His wrist looked fine when he went and pushed Benjamin motherfucking Matthew. He looked fine to me then.
Solid.
So listen. You walked off the floor game 1. This is coming from the competitive nature of somebody. I just was looking, when y'all talk, I was looking at how many playoff games I played. Fucking lot. A lot of them. Was I healthy in all of them? Absolutely not. Was I my best? Absolutely not. But one thing them dudes, them other 14 guys in that locker room knew, I'm going to try. The fuck how I feel. You don't suit up, bruh. Give me something. We already down Darius Garland. We know he ain't healthy. We know this going into he missed game 1. So him playing in game 2 is slim and none. We've got to this point, DeAndre Hunter, when you came in, we started playing better. Evan Mobley, we rely on you nightly. It ain't just your points. It's your defensive presence. It's you being out there. It's something that we could use. And when they didn't play in game 2, I'm like, oh man, they ain't gonna, like I just said, they ain't gonna beat nobody. Ain't got no heart. I don't trust you. To Gil's point, if I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm going to that motherfucker like, yo man, we gotta do I don't know who you gotta go get, who you gotta get rid of.
Ain't nobody coming there.
But my thing is that you can't. I'm hot if I'm Donovan Mitchell, man. I'm labored. I mean, I came into this with a bum ankle. People can say, I'm gonna play. Everybody, we all thought he playing. And in a doubt in our mind, he was playing in Game 5. With a doubt in our mind, he was playing. No matter how he felt. No. That's why he set out the second half of Game 4. The game out, they're down 40. Right? You come out Game 2, if you DeAndre Hunter and you Evan Mobley, it get that way, and you be like, listen, man, then shut me. Cool. My teammates look at me different. That matters. Well, it did to me. I'm pretty sure it did to you. How your teammates looked at you. Whether they looked at you like, man, right? You want to be dependent on like that regular season. We won all them games in the regular season. Great. We did this shit together. Great. Cool. Cool. That ain't now. Like we depend on you, right? Evan Mobley, you defensive player of the year, homie. That means something to us. We need you out there. We lost game 1 with you out there. You out there, we lost game 1 with you out there. Do you think we got a chance if you're not out there? See, that's the bothersome part, right? The mentality of the guy, like, we lost game 1 with you. So you put us in harm's. What you think we finna do in game 2? We're down 2 games going on the road. Got lucky. Got a game. Right? Got lucky. So you got to make some changes, man. I'm questioning them dudes, man. Like if I'm Donovan Mitchell and I'm Kenny Atkinson, I'm questioning them dudes. Like,
I know you question them, but who gonna come there?
I don't know.
Who coming to the
This
Cleveland?
free agent.
I don't know.
The lake on fire.
Hey, Cleveland.
The lake was on fire.
Oh, it's been on fire before, so hey, I'm just saying. Nah, that's just.
It's hard to
112
get.
career playoff games.
I mean, I just feel like this was their best chance of Trump.
No, it's not. I mean, they have a solid. It's just like Bucks, man. When Bucks won the championship, and they went into the summer and they didn't upgrade because you were champions, but you know why you were champions. The reality of why you were champions. The team, the megalodon that you faced, that beat the fuck out of you, that showed you you're not even on our level. They all went down. That's how you advance. You didn't advance because you beat them. You advanced because they went down. And you got to the next level, and you got to the next level, and then you faced the Suns team, right? You end up winning. Who cares how you won? You won. You go into the summer thinking we are them dudes. That should have been, hey, we do remember what happened against Brooklyn. We got to upgrade this fucking team so we can, and that's what happened. That's why they haven't went nowhere, because reality kicked in, and then we just realized, just Giannis is fucking good.
Denver,
yeah. There's like you have to actually look at yourselves and say, hey, okay, all right.
and they won it.
Where do we need to upgrade? If we rank our team 1 through 5, how many of us are top 5 in our position? One of us is probably number 30. You can start there. 1 through 5. There's one of us on our team right here. It's probably ranked 30 in the NBA in our position as starters. You can upgrade there and go from there. And that's how you really have to look at yourself. It's just like getting better in the summer. I don't give a fuck what you did. You go and say, all right, this is what I accomplished. What are my fucking flaws? And how do I make up my strengths? And that goes for a lot of teams. And they're going to be one of them. Indiana, you beat on a team that was hurt. You're going to have to look at yourself. I don't give a fuck where you go. You got to upgrade, man. You can't go back into the next season with the same iPhone. iPhone upgrades every year. But you better upgrade every year.
So let's talk about, just speaking of upgrades, so Donovan Mitchell reached the playoffs in each of his 8 seasons in the league with the Jazz and Cavs, never advanced past the second round. He's still only 28 years old. This is the conversation we had throughout the season. but can Donovan Mitchell be the guy on a championship level team?
Well, I don't know. He's never been on a championship level team.
I mean,
It's impressive. I mean, this is probably the best team he's been on.
I think the Jazz were top in the West one of those playoff runs.
Like I said, he's
But
been
that was
but he hasn't
the
been
year
on
following the COVID season.
Like you can look at a team start the season off and be like, okay, these them boys, right? You can do that. He's never been on a team where you're like, okay, this is his year to fuck up. He's never been on that.
But do you feel like a lot of teams don't upgrade like that is because they don't really know championship culture?
No, because there's only 5 teams that actually are trying to win a championship. There's only 5 teams. When every year there's 5. If they get it or don't, there's only 5. Then there's 15 teams that just want to make the playoffs. So they're going to just keep the roster good enough to make the playoffs. Then there's 10 teams that don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're going to make their money no matter what. Good, bad, they're going to keep getting the checks from the city itself and the market. And if they do get a winning team, cool. But that's about it. I'm not here trying to win no championship. That's not my business model here. That's why if you look around the NBA and you're talking about billionaires and your team sucks every year, every year your team sucks, that's his model. That's his business model, slumlord.
So Brooklyn ain't tripping.
No. I'm in Brooklyn. I don't need to win shit in Brooklyn. If he wants to slumlord it, he can. He's in a city where he can slumlord. Clippers can slumlord if they want to. They don't need to win here.
Ballmer different though.
I know he's bombing. No, you can tell he's trying to win something. Like the newer owners, these new owners, it's like they're fans of basketball. It's them old motherfuckers. If you got them old owners that's still holding on, you don't really want to upgrade you don't want to upgrade your goddamn season tickets like that.
Portland is up for sale.
Yeah.
The Trailblazers up for sale.
And when whoever comes in, gotta remember, when I'm buying at a price like that, I gotta love the fucking sport.
Something about it.
If I bought my team for $1 million back in 1965, and my team says it's worth $600 million, bitch, I'm not trying to win. Don't tell me about shit. Who we got on our team? Right? Like you can tell who the basketball fans are. They showing up to the game.
Go guys.
If you go and look at NBA owners, and you start looking at, who the fuck is this? Yeah, they don't care. You start looking at like, who the fuck is these? Who? I didn't know the woman was owning that team. I didn't know he was owning that team because they not there. They running off with their real business.
Right.
This is a check writer. How much we losing at what's the team over there?
Yeah.
Oh, the Minnesota. Yeah. Just write it off.
So Mr. B, question for you: can Donovan Mitchell be the guy on a championship level team?
We won't know.
We won't know.
We won't know. We will never find out.
Listen, I'm going by history. Right? This is not my opinion. I can give two shits about, if history of the game is saying that at a certain height, if you are the best player at a certain height, your chances of winning a championship is not very high. In the last 40, 50 years, 50 championships, whatever, there's only 2. And Steph Curry is all of 6'4" still. He's still 6'4", right? It's not like he's just little framed. But under him, as the number 1 guy, has only been Isaiah Thomas, really. The number 1 option. There's only been Isaiah. We throw Steph in there because he plays like a little guard. But 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", it's only been Isaiah Thomas. There's really haven't.
What happened?
It really hasn't. There's really no. So just history says it.
So we asked the chat, can Donovan Mitchell be the number one option on a championship team? 53% of the chat says yes. So one more thing real quick before we move on to our last topic.
53 said yes.
53 say yes. Before Game 5, TNT's Jared Greenberg said that Max Strus sent a message to the Cavs group chat that said, if you don't believe, don't show up for work. Strus then proceeded to have his worst game of this playoffs, putting up a donut while going 0 for 9 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3. So should Strus have kept that text message to himself?
Hell yeah, he should have kept that shit to himself, man.
Don't show up to work.
Boy, hold on.
6'3".
With his shoes off, he's 6'2.5".
Yeah.
With his shoes on, he's 6'4".
Yeah.
So
I don't know what.
sure.
I just.
So was he a clown when he was making shots for y'all? Huh, my ass, you heard me. Mm-hmm. Was he a clown when he was making shots for y'all?
No, he tweaked that shit.
But was he, I didn't ask you that. Was he a clown when he was making shots for y'all?
No.
So he a clown when out here don't make shots. Y'all motherfucking fans.
Team group chat.
You motherfucking fans are crazy.
He texted like he about to have 30.
Don't matter.
Went out there had a donut.
No, he trying to say something encouraging. He just had a bad fucking game.
Right message, wrong person.
No, he was making shots. He come out there.
He ain't make one.
Okay.
Well, he shot him. He's a shooter, right?
But he
had
shot
a
him,
donut, though.
You gotta give him something
He's a
to
shooter, right?
Yeah, you're a shooter.
I'm not gonna blame him.
No, I'm not blaming.
Right? No. What I'm saying.
Man, call this man a clown.
Like
Then-
him not
He a
making,
fan.
him not making.
That's why I asked. He's a fan. That's why I say
Okay.
his fans are amazing.
Him not making shots versus him not just showing up is two different things.
He
right?
took the shots.
Like maybe his energy was just a little too high for this moment.
Teammates didn't show up in game 2.
Yeah, so I'm not, you know what I
Okay.
mean? I'm not worrying about like he went 0 from 9. He went 0
Where
from 9.
you think it stemmed from?
Okay.
He just didn't pull that shit out of his ass.
Okay, no, I got you. I forgot about
Teammates
the
didn't play in game 2.
I forgot about the game too.
You think he just woke up before game 5? If you ain't gonna show up, don't. If you ain't open, don't. Like, no, that shit bothers some people.
Like, you know what the difference was? You know why he was 0 for 9? Score your own fucking basket. Yeah. See, the dude with the toe can't toe no more. Yeah, he can't get around these screens and then Max, score. Should look a little different. Right? You're talking about a team who averaged 28 assists in regular season, 10 last night. We not helping none of you motherfuckers. When you get it, do your own thing, and the motherfuckers realize, oh shit, only Donovan and Garland can create their own shots. The rest of us need them, and they not helping. Because Garland, we know he can't jump off his toe. We know he can't speed and get around his motherfucker, so we not gonna help. We're gonna let, hey, Garland, if you wanna go and jump off and do all this, good. But we know you're not gonna do it. We know you gotta save some of this product for the next game, so we gonna just stick you one-on-one. We're gonna deny, and if you get the ball, try to do it yourself. And you can't do it. So now these shots that you're taking is created by yourself, not your teammate. So now y'all scored all these points. Only 10 came from assists. That means you're 18 assists away from how you play Cleveland basketball. We're not letting you play Cleveland basketball. We're gonna make you play Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, it becomes a little different now. And that's take away.
That's scouting. That's coaching. That's scouting report, and that's going out and implementing the scouting report, right?
Yep. Hey, what does the scouting report say about Denver? What's their record when Jokic scores 40-something?
2-5, 2 and something in the year.
They got a losing record when he
2-5 when he scores
Because-
30 points in the playoff game.
when he's scoring that many points. That means he done gave up on those motherfuckers.
I mean, nobody touching the rock.
Yeah.
Nobody else is.
And now, if they not touching the ball, that means the guys that he needs are not there. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think is going to look like game 6? See, the only way they winning is if Jokic is 25 to 30 and 9 to 14 assists. When he starts creeping up into the 45, that means he said, fuck all this.
He gonna have 7 assists or under.
Yeah.
But he should have more. They just probably missing shots.
And-
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. That's the point.
But
Yeah,
remember,
that's the point.
if they making shots, he's shooting less.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how it always works. Right?
Yeah.
Donovan had 35. I mean, he ain't passing the fucking ball. When he's in that 21-19, that means these guys are hitting shots, so he's still believing in them.
But you can still believe and still get yours, right? Same time.
Not when your team is built a certain way.
Now when you've been winning,
Now when you've been winning a certain way. If I'm winning, I ain't really got to do it like that.
it's a formula to it. Right? It's a formula how they have been successful.
Right.
Like Hallie, if you look at his numbers, the reason he hasn't had high assists or high numbers is because everybody been doing it. Shit, he's sitting there scoring. Siakam out that motherfucker hitting shots. And like he said it, yeah, they was looking for me tonight. Right? Yeah, they found me, and he the point guard. He the point guard saying, yeah, they found me because, usually when we need you, motherfucker, we'll need you, we'll come over there. Other than that, they've been handling the game the way they need to be handling the game. Right? Everything is about taking away what we think is going to hurt us. And, some guys can jump out of there, like a Brunson or a Shea. We can say, we're going to make you a passer, right? Or shit, we're going to make you a scorer. And some of them are so good, they can do that too and still find a way to get their teammates involved, knowing what the game plan is. If I know, all right, we gonna make Kenyon take 25 shots tonight. Because that means, Kenyon ain't sitting here, we trying to double him, and then he sit there and throw this pass or throw this lob or do that. We're gonna all stay home and let Kenyon just dunk the work. That means he ain't scoring, and that might help us win. Yeah, he had a hell of a night. Like the game plan is the game plan, and sometimes he start dunking a couple times and like, oh, let me go and duck in. And now he done hit him, he the three, coach like timeout, dog. Why are you helping?
Yep.
Why the fuck you helping?
Come sit your ass down. Come sit your ass down.
So the game plan is the game plan, and
So with that in mind, let's move on to mostly fans.